So we should get started on the channels here. So let's just run through the channels, I guess. So like you have the R channel, which is like your pulse channel. So so going into it, like, in Nanoloop, B is the main button for everything. And then to get back into the menu, you just press start. So B and start are like your two main buttons, which you're going to be using to navigate around, and the D-pad, of course. So pressing B, you get this cursor, which you can move around. And then you press B again, and you have this.
Okay.
this bleep. So
you mean
if you
select or start
back,
to move to the menus? Select.
Yeah, select. So if we go back into the menu and go to the little note and press B again, then you have a C, and this C, shows up, and that's the note. So if you hold B and up and down, you can change the pitch. Amazing.
Yes.
And if you press B and left and right, you can change the octave. So I'm going to cut this note and stop it by pressing A. No, sorry, B. No? A? Yes, A. I have this really cheap third-party controller for the SNES, and the buttons are squishy.
Yeah, but also when you're so used to the shortcuts, it's difficult to explain them.
Yes. Also, if you're coming for LSDJ as well, you've probably noticed this. LSDJ's command button is A.
Yeah, it's the opposite. It's the total opposite.
Oh, yeah. And to delete notes on LSDJ, it's usually B and A, or, B is the button that you don't want to press on LSDJ, just in case. But on Nanoloop, it's the complete opposite. B is the button, and A is the one you don't want to press. So, yeah. So anyway, we have our pulse channel here. So we can put down a note again, and then move back to the menu, go back to the first icon here, and this is your envelope. So your volume envelope. And by default, this is just like full attack and a small release.
Okay.
Again, if you press B and L or R, this changes the release time.
Okay.
So if you think of it going like 2 points of a volume envelope, basically. So like the start point is always to the left, and the right point is always to the right. So that's your volume envelope.
Yeah, and this is literally the same as the old LSDJ envelopes before version 8. It's just a starting value and a release.
And the end value. Yeah. So you can press B and up and down to change the volume, the starting volume. And if you press start, this changes the volume envelope mode into attack, basically. So now you have control over the attack, but you don't have control over the release. Although you do have control over the release.
Yes.
But it mirrors the attack. So whatever you've set as your attack will be exactly the same as the release. So... and that'll be longer. And eventually...
okay.
it will drop off.
Yes.
So, yeah, the first icon is envelope, the second icon is notes, and we'll put down a note again, and the third icon is LFO, which is your pitch control. Well, default, it's assigned to pitch. So very much like the envelope, it's got two parameters. The left and right is time, and the up and down is your starting pitch for that.
Sorry, can you repeat this?
So this is the LFO setting, and it's by default, it's assigned to pitch. So it has two parameters, as the volume envelope does. So pressing B and up sets the pitch to start at, and then pressing left and right is the time it takes for that pitch slide to happen. So a quick pitch slide, you kind of get your classic chiptune kick
Yes.
drum. And if you go a lower octave, you kind of get that.
It's a very chiptune-y kick drum.
Yeah. Or, UK Gabba.
Yeah, UK Gabba.
So, and then if you go below the middle point, that's like a lower point to start at, and you'll rise up. Oops, too low. There you go. So, your classic video game jump.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, this is very fun. This is very Game Boy.
Yeah. So let's just reset that. Back to the middle. So like if this is in the middle, there's no LFO applied. It's just standard. If you press start, this will switch the mode to kind of like LFO repeat, basically. The first mode is like a one shot, so it only like goes from one pitch down to the pitch that you've set in the pitch screen. This mode is like your classic LFO, like just like just the same really. So up and down is intensity in this, and then left and right is the speed.
Okay. So it's a vibrato, basically.
Vibrato, yeah. So that's it for the LFO screen for now, but we'll come back to this in a second because there's more. So this icon changes the sound of the notes. So this is kind of like your instrument settings almost. So on this screen, B and left and right changes the pulse width. So if you're coming from LSDJ, it's kind of like your 12.5, 25, and 50% pulse width. But in Nanoloop Mono, you have full control over all of the pulse width. So you can get up to, you basically have steps in between those percentages. So if I quickly just move through, you'll hear it get a bit thinner. Pretty nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So by pressing start, you turn on the filter mode. Ooh, filters.
Oh.
Ooh, here we go. So filters, in this case, we have a high pass filter and a low pass filter. I think. Do we? Let me double check this. I have the manual open. I'm a fraud. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's high pass and low pass, or I might be getting that confused with Nanoloop 2. So we have start is raw and filter, and then A and up. No, sorry, we don't have that. So what we have is a low pass filter by default.
Okay.
So the low pass filter lets you kind of shape the sound, which is quite nice. If we just change the octave and then just give it a little bit of release. So this is what, like, I don't know. This is kind of like my favorite part of Nanoloop Mono because having a Game Boy with filters is just really nice.
Yeah. I've been used to fake the existence of filters on LSDJ, and this thing actually has filters.
Yeah, it's really cool. So for like some extra background as well, the Game Boy doesn't have filters by default. The Game Boy Advance, though, can be configured to have filters. And Nanoloop 2 does have filters, which is really neat. Nanoloop Mono's synthesizer has filters, which is awesome. So by pressing A and up, you see that changes the mode.
Yeah.
So now this is controlling like a higher resonance of the filter. Now, I'm not entirely sure what this means. This just is from the manual, but this is like a resonance mode. So you can kind of get this really squelchy.
Yes.
Yeah. And in these filter modes, you can still control the pulse width.
Okay. Is it the same in the other filter mode, or it's... Yeah.
Yeah. in both modes. So now that we have the filter turned on, I'm going to go back to the LFO screen, and I'm going to press A and up. And this changes the LFO to control the filter resonance instead of the pitch. And if we press start to go back to the one-shot kind of, slide mode, I suppose.
Yeah.
We can now start getting that acid kind of sound. Yeah, so pretty neat.
But let me get. I have a question. If I switch to this mode, to this resonance mode, the other settings still apply, or does it overwrite everything?
In the filter screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can only have this resonance mode, or just like
no, I mean in the LFO screen.
Oh, in the LFO screen. Sorry. Yes. So you can't have pitch and
okay.
Resonance.
So I choose. It's one or the other. Okay.
Yeah. 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 So you can't combine them, unfortunately. That would be really nice if you could.
Okay, get it.
Cool. So there's a few other things on the R channel, which I'm going to go through now. So let's turn the filter off and just bring this up a couple octaves. And I'm just going to... Okay. We also have the ability to have... It's almost a two-note polyphony on a step. So if we press A and up, now we have the ability to add a semitone to a step. So you have F plus one semitone. So you've got F sharp? Yeah, I think.
So it's a two-note polyphony.
Yes. So this is now F and two semitones up, three semitones up, 4, 5. And I'll just increase the octave slightly. There you go. Nice.
Nice, yes.
Yeah. So you can also, I think, what is it? So if you hold A and press left and right on this as well, you can detune the note. And I can't remember if this detunes only the second note, like the 7th, or it detunes them both. I think it detunes them both. But
this is powerful.
Yeah, very powerful, yeah. You can create some really nice sounding leads with this. Oh, actually, I think it only detunes the second note, because if you turn this like two-note polyphony off by going to essentially polyphony 0, that's actually playing two notes at the same time, and one of them's detuned. So you can still detune the main note by itself, but you can hear you've got this unison now, which is really nice. Oh,
yeah.
It's good for leads. Yeah. So I think that's the R channel.
Yes.
We haven't come to the end icon yet, but we'll come to that later because it's a bit more advanced.
Okay.
So I think we're done with the R channel.
This was very clear.
Great.
This is really working for me.
Awesome. Thanks for watching. If you found the video helpful, please consider leaving the video a like. If you found something which was incorrect or we missed something, please leave a comment and we'll try and get back to you on that. If you want to keep updated, please consider following the channel and also hitting that little bell icon because you'll get notifications when we upload new videos. Thanks.